Hello again, just a quick appendix to yesterday's I Won't Hold You Back video by Toto, and an apology too. I listened to the record quite a lot of times, well an awful lot of times yesterday morning, and then I recorded it at lunchtime. And yesterday morning, I think I figured out in my head there's like at least 4 ways you can play the opening line. I Won't Hold You Back is, someone that does that, right? There are 5 ways, including just fretting the notes. I think I said it's D, E flat, C, so that would be right, but you're probably not going to play like that in a guitar solo. So what I should have done was said, here are the 4 ways to do it. You pick the one that you think sounds closest to the record. You pick the one that works best for you, right? So to correct that, I'm going to show you the 4 ways to do it. Lick 1. Right. Any students of Luke solo in Rosanna will know what you do there. You bend the C to a D, wrap around with your pinky, so you just bend the tone, and then reach around with your little finger and play the high note, the E flat. It's what he does in the middle of Rosanna. Right. Way 2 is what I would call the Jeff Beck approach. That way to do it, like Beck goes. This time you bend a tone, you then push a half tone, then let it down. Right, that's lick 2. Lick 3. And that's the one I chose, that's the one I like best. I don't know if that's exactly what was played on the record, but that one is the one that I preferred out of the 4. Bend the C to a D, fret the high E flat, then fret the C. And the only thing is that you're going to mute the B string or let it down. Right, that was my favourite. And then the last way, and I'm not sure I would recommend this, but as for possibility, would be that way, right? So you bend the C to a D, take your bar, and fret the E flat that way. You then have to let the bar take the pitch back to normal, let the bridge go back to its normal position, and then get back to that C. So that's the 4 ways, 5 if you count, but don't know if we will. And then we're into and even that, to be honest, you could, if you want, do this rather than going. You could go. See what's happening there? You go. So you do 2 strokes on the fretted C, and then let the bend down. Again, it's maybe easier to go. So that's it. As I say, I have to apologise for that. I really should have said there's 5 ways to play this lick that only lasts a second, and it's entirely up to you. You pick the one you like. And at the end of the day, my favourite is but at the end of the day, it's entirely up to you. So, thanks for watching.